Hi. So I've been thinking a lot about what's happened in the last few days, week, I guess, concerning YouTube, and just reading a lot of Tumblr posts when I should be working on my thesis and reading for class, especially at the end of the semester. But I think a lot of important discussions have been happening, um, just regarding YouTube itself and the format of YouTube. And I think in a lot of ways, the format of YouTube is flawed, and our treatment of people on YouTube is incredibly flawed. I feel like we can all kind of fall into that trap, and I feel like I'm a little bit lucky because I haven't had time to really invest into the YouTube community. That I don't, I haven't really developed this idolization in the sense that I can't take criticism. I think criticism, or not take criticism, but like, yeah, I guess take criticism of other people's, not criticism of myself, but of YouTubers on YouTube. And I've always felt like people like, for example, Alex Day is incredibly problematic. And to keep that in mind when watching his videos and not let myself kind of let that slide, and hopefully just allow myself to engage in dialogue if it comes up. I'll be honest, I've been remiss in the comment system, and that's probably bad, but I really like a lot of the posts that have been talking about that and calling things out or talking about it. And it's like, this makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sure you should really, like, like, especially I think with the body positivity video that Megan Ton just talked about. I think that was a great video, and I really liked how she did that, especially as someone in the community who has a following. For myself, I'm not sure how influential I can be, since I'm mostly just I'm a consumer rather than a creator. I don't consider myself a creator. I make videos, but not really necessarily particularly aimed at things. But for me, I think the most important outcome of these discussions is a realization that while my ex has apologized for things that he's done and apologized for the abuse, I can say, of our relationship and myself at the end, it's kind of nice to be able to put words to it finally. I never let myself think about it. I put those years behind me in a lot of ways, and I never thought about it. Kind of similar to something that I experienced when I was 12, and maybe I should look at those head on instead of just ignoring them. And I am one of the lucky ones. I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't have an incredible, terrible experience. However, it was incredibly painful and manipulative and problematic on many levels, and it's nice seeing a dialogue come together so that I can put words in it and I can move forward. Because I don't care about the fact that I got an apology from my ex. I've long since kind of forgotten and forgiven at the same time, I guess. Mostly for myself. The forgiving was for me, not for him. I don't care if he feels any positivity from that. I'm not interested in what he thinks. I'm interested in what I think, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, just to kind of engage with mostly the Tumblr community, because I'm going to be posting a link on there. I don't think anyone really goes to my YouTube page. I don't care if you go to my YouTube page. I talk about history and nerdy things, but it's for me that I need to talk about these things. It's for me that I need to forgive him in the sense that I want to put it behind me. It doesn't excuse what he did. I think that's something that needs to be really reiterated. However, I think that in this particular situation, he's moving forward because he's recognized that he's done some absolute shit things and is able to become a better person. And it's nice seeing that. It gives me hope for the community on YouTube, and hope for some of the people that are on the end of the allegations. And I kind of hope that we can kind of, develop a discourse that can address this and maybe prevent this from happening, this kind of abuse of power. I think that it's really important that we don't just let this slide. And I think that voices like other than Hank's are heard in the community, and that's kind of why I'm adding this. And I apologize that this is going to be long. It's been a long day, so I'm not editing this, but that's all I really wanted to say. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to talk about it in the comments. I will hopefully answer them as the best ability I can. If you're rude or whatever, I do retain the right to delete those comments. This is my page. It's not necessarily for public consumption in the sense that a YouTuber's page is. So I will protect myself. That's just fair warning, caveat type thing. But I only say that because I've recently experienced some nasty comments on YouTube, and I'm tired, and I just don't care. Yeah. I just want to thank you guys for that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'm going to go and read about third wave feminism, and hopefully make sense moving past postmodernism, and not cry as I write a review for my graduate project. Bye.